everyone, we are the Group 3 and today we're about to present our video presentation for our Prelim Group Research Project in Computer Programming 2. Ang topic na i-discuss po namin today is about the Cinema Seat Booking System. And for our project, gumamit kami ng mga key methods para mag-run ng maayos yung code. Like, initialize seats, display menu, display seats, book seats, cancel booking, and exit the program. Yung main method naman na ginamit namin para maayos yung flow ng program is the do-while loop and if-else chain para matawag ng maayos yung mga methods base sa choice ng user. And para po mas malinawan kayo, here are the detailed and much more cleaner explanations of our program or code to be discussed by my group members.
Hello and greetings everyone. Today I will be presenting our cinema booking system, a Java program that simulates seat booking in a small cinema using a 2D array and a scanner input. So here's the program overview. This program will allow the user to view the seating layout, to book a seat, cancel a seat booking, and also to exit the program. The system will run continuously using a loop until the user chooses the option number 4, which is the exit. So now we start by importing the scanner class to accept user input. We then define the number of rows and columns in the cinema as you have given us, which is 5 rows and 5 columns. A 2D string array named seats is used to store the seat status. Each seat will either be marked as available or booked. Inside the main method, the program starts by calling initialize seats to set all seats as available. A variable called choice is declared to store the menu's selection. The program uses a do-while loop so that the menu keep appearing until the user chooses to exit. This loop ensures continuous interaction with the user. So the user's choice is handled by using an if-else statement. If the user selects number 1, the program displays the seating layout, which will show the which is available or already been booked. And if the user selects number 2, the user can book a seat to those available seats left. Then next is the to cancel a booking. This is where you can cancel a booking that you made before if you have changed where you wanted to sit in, or if you change your mind about watching the movie. So if the user and finally if the user selects number 4, the program will exit the loop, and any other input is considered as invalid. So now, when the user chooses option number 4, the exit program method is called and the loop breaks, ending the program safely. That's all for me. Once again, dangal greetings and to my next presenter of the code.
Good day and dangal greetings everyone. My name is Jericho Dionco and I will present my part of our code. First is the static void initialize seat. This method is used to initialize the seating system by setting the status of all seats to available. It employs nested loop to traverse through each row and column of the seat array. Each seat is assigned the value A, which represents an available seat. This ensures that the seating arrangement is properly prepared before any seat reservation or booking process take place.
Yung next naman na method natin, which is yung display seats, or yung option 1 na meron tayo is, ang purpose niya lang is para i-display yung status ng seats natin. And, syempre, una natin gagawin dito is mag-print ng header. Nakalagay, current seating layout. At yung dalawang status na meron tayo, which is A, kapag available siya, X naman kung naka-reserve na siya. Then, print lang tayo ng space para mag-align yung next na gagawin natin, which is yung pag-display ng column numbers. So, gumamit tayo ng for loop dito. Tapos yung condition natin, etong calls na to, naka-initialize na to sa taas. sa global variable natin na dito. Pati yung rows na equal siya sa 5. So, ang gagawin niyan, magpaprint lang ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, next line, magdi-display naman tayo ng rows. So, gamit na naman tayo ng for loop, nested for loop, para i-display yung rows natin. Siyempre, gamit tayo nito ng condition na to. Magpaprint lang siya ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lang din to. Pero, i-convert niya yan into letter or yung char natin. Which is yung index 0 natin, mag-i-equal siya sa A. Kapag yung index 1 naman natin, equal naman siya sa B. And so on. So, print natin yung row letter, which is yung A, B, C, D, E. And then, sa inner loop naman natin, i-display na natin yung status ng natin, ng seats. Ang gagawin niya lang is magpiprint lang ulit ng yung row letter natin, which is A, B, C, D, E nga. Then, yung column number lang, itong for loop, ay inner loop na ginawa natin. Then, yung status ng seats na meron tayo, which is yung A or X lang naman. Tapos, square brackets lang din. Then, pagkatapos nun, nakapleto niya na yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mag-loop na siya ulit. Pupunta na siya sa next na row or second row natin. Hanggang makompleto niya yung row na, which is ito yung kalalabasan. Tignan natin yung option 1. Ito yung kalalabasan ng code na yan. Yung status ng natin pagdating sa seats. Kung naka-reserve ba siya, kung ano pa siya, available pa ba. Ayun lang. So, purpose niya lang ulit, mag-display ng seating layout natin.
So, Dangal greetings, Ma'am Sai. Today po is explain ko po yung code namin sa Booksit po. Then, first, i-display niyo po muna yung layout ng mismong cinema po. Then, titingnan po kung may available seat. Makikita po doon kung may naka-reserve na po. Then, next naman po dito. And, yung row input naman po. Bale, yung book kasi ito yan po. Pag A po is equals to 1, then B 2, then so on po. Then dito naman po is i-validate na po yung row number. If yung row number daw po is less than 1 or yung row number is greater than rows, which is yung rows po is hanggang 5 lang. Bale, pag lumagpas daw po siya, ay invalid daw po ng system namin. Then, i-return niya po ulit doon para mag-input po ulit ng another number ng rows po. Then, dito naman po is i-convert niya po into character po. Then, bali mangyayari po is yung 1 to 5 po ng user sa array index po is magiging 04. Bali magiging user po siya. Then, dito naman po is kukunin niya po yung column, yung input ng column po. Bale, yun po. Then, automatically, i-convert na po siya sa array index. Then, validate po yung column. If yung column daw po is less than sa 0 or yung column is greater than equals to column, then, invalid niya po ulit pag lumagpas po or nag-equals po doon sa may column po ng mismong cinema namin. Then, invalid column, please enter. Bali, i-return niya po ulit dito. And, pag i-inputin niya po ulit yung user. So, dito naman po sa next is check if seat is available. Then, yung seat available po is equal muna namin sa false. Then, if ayan po, malaman, ito po yung pag available po, yung seat. Then, pag nakita pong available seat, tsaka lang po siya magtuturo. And next naman po, yung if seat available, yung seat ng rows equal daw po sa X if na-book na po yung mismong seat. For example po, yung 1A po, nag-input po kayo ng row 1, then sa column 1 po, bali yung A1 po, magiging X na po siya, means na-reserve na po yung seat na yun. Then, dito naman po, ipapatingin po ulit kung ano, yung layout po na na-book na po talaga, at na-reserve na po talaga yung seat na yun. Then, dito naman po, if may na-reserve na, already reserve na po yung seat na yun. Bali kung na-reserve na po, then in-input po uli yun, ito na po yung lalabas. Already reserved na po. Ayan. Ngayon naman po is i-explain ko po yung code namin sa cancel booking. First, display seats, which is ano po, i-display niya po yung buong layout po ng cinema namin. And makikita po doon if may available seat pa po or naka-reserve na po yung specific na seat. Then, dito naman po is kukunin po yung user input ng row numbers po. Then, pag 1 po is equal to A row. Pag 2 naman po is yung B row. And pag 3 is yung sa C row po. And so on. Now po is i-validate naman po natin yung user input. Pag yung row number daw po, which is yung user input po, then less than sa 1, or yung row number is greater than 2 rows, which is yung rows po namin na hanggang 5 lang po. Then, pag sumabra daw po doon, and invalid niya po yung user input, and i-return niya po ulit. Papa-inputin niya po ulit ng valid na numbers po ng row. Then, dito naman po, is i-convert naman po to array index and letter naman para maging user-friendly po siya. Then, season out po, dito naman po is kukunin niya po yung column input po ng user po. Bale, ayan po, then i-validate naman po ulit if yung column po is 0 or is less than to 0 or column is greater than equals to column, then invalidate niya po, papaulit niya po ulit yung user input po. Then, dito naman po, check if seat is reserved, then boolean is naka-false po siya. Bale, pag dito naman po is, pag nakita niya pong X, may X po doon, or na-reserve na po, tsaka lang siya magto-true and magpo-proceed po na ma-cancel yung booking po. Then, dito naman po is yung execution naman po ng cancellation. Yung cancellation naman po. Then, if seat, ayan po, ibabalik niya po sa available if mag-successful po yung cancel. Then, ipiprint po yung layout para makita po na na-cancel na po talaga yung isang reserved na seat. Specific seat na po yun. Then, ano naman po, else, and system. Pag, ano naman po dito, pag nag-input po si user ng hindi naman po talaga naka-reserve na seat, then ito po yung lalabas. Hindi is not reserved po. Yung seat na specific seat na yon ay hindi naman po talaga naka-reserve. Then, yun lang po.
In this part, I will explain the static void exit program. I implemented the exit program method to properly handle the termination of the cinema seat booking system. This method is responsible for displaying a friendly exit message to the user when they choose to close the application. The function prints two lines to the console. The first A is for thank you message that acknowledge the user for using the system. The second A is goodbye message that clearly indicates the program is ending. This method improves user experience by ensuring the program does not terminate abruptly and instead provide a polite and professional closing interaction. It helps make the system feel complete and user-friendly, which is important for a console-based application.
Now that we've discussed the underlying logic and the structure of our code, we are now moving to the live output demonstration. This is where we verify that our code runs and handles errors properly. So, I will start by demonstrating choice 1, view seating layout. I will input 1 and press enter. Once I selected choice 1, the program triggers our display logic. As you can see on the screen, the system generates the current seating layout of the cinema, and along with it, it also displays the explanation of seat status to the user. A for available and X for an already reserved seat. We also pre-initialize every seat to display A for available, and once a seat is booked, an X will replace A. Let's try updating the seating layout. Okay, so now that we've updated the seating layout, we can see that the seat that we book, which is B3, is already displaying the X because it's already reserved. Um, this logic allows the user to know which seats are already taken and which are still available. So what happens if the user chooses an invalid option? Let's try to input choice 5. Um, Notice how the system reacts. It doesn't crash or behave unexpectedly. Instead, our input validation logic kicks in. It triggers a default error message stating invalid choice. Please choose only from 1 to 4. This ensures that the user is always guided back to the correct workflow, keeping the system stable and reliable. That concludes my part on the output display. I'll now pass the floor to Basco for the next feature of the Cinema Seat Booking System.
To start the booking process, the program displays a series of prompts asking the user to input a row number and a column number after we select the number 2 for booking a seat. Even though the internal logic uses zero-based indexing to navigate the array, the output is designed for human readability by asking for numbers starting at 1. When the user enters a row number, the system immediately calculates the corresponding letter for that row and prepares to use it in the final feedback message. This initial interaction ensures that the user and the computer are both looking at the same coordinate in the seating grid before any changes are made. Once the coordinates are entered, the program performs an internal check and generates a specific success message if the seat is available. If the array at the location contains the letter A, the console prints a line stating that the booking for the specific seat such as B3 has been confirmed. Here, we chose the seat B3. This confirmation message is crucial because it takes the raw numerical data and transforms it back into a user-friendly seat name. This tells that the user that the system has successfully navigated the 2D array and found an empty spot to claim. Immediately after the success message, the output displays the entire updated seating layout. This provides a visual receipt of the transaction by printing the grid of seats again, allowing the user to see that their chosen coordinate has physically changed from an A for available to an X for reserved. This part of the output is the most important for the user experience because it offers concrete proof that the program's memory has been updated and the cinema layout has been modified in real time. If a user selects a seat that is already occupied, the output logic shifts to handle an error state. Instead of showing a confirmed booking or a new grid, the console displays a warning message stating that the seat is already reserved. This prevents the system from overwriting existing data and clearly explains why the booking cannot proceed. This clear distinction in the output ensures that the user always knows whether the action was successful or if they need to choose a different seat.
Greetings. I'm Gerald Del Tusio, and I'm the one who's in charge to present the cancel booking option in Move. Option number 3, cancel booking. Here, the system will show the current seating layout. A that indicates available, X that indicates reserved. As we can see, A1, B2, C3, D4, and E5 are all reserved seats. The system will ask the user to enter row number that he or she wants to cancel booking. Say for example, row number 1, column number 1. The system will now update the current seating layout. As we can see, A1 is now A that indicates available. If the user wants to repeat this process, cancel booking, he or she will do it again. Cancel booking. Say for example, number 2, column number 2. The system will now update B2 into A that means available. Again, same process, cancel booking, number 3, column number 3. C3 is now A that indicates available. Cancel booking, column number 4, column number 4. D4 is now A that indicates available. Same process, cancel booking, row number 5, column number 5. E5 is now available. As we can see, a while ago, A1, B2, C3, D4, E5 are all reserved seats. But here, the system update the current seating layout. A1, B2, C3, D4, E5 are now all available seats. If the user chooses to cancel booking, then, and if the user inputs a row number that is A that available, I will show you what it looks will be. Say for example, row 1, column number 1. The system will show indicator error seat A1 is not reserved because the system will show the current seating layout. A1A indicates available.
Cinema set booking system. Run a menu for view setting layout. You can see here the layout of the seat available or reserved. Second one is Gwen Basco for book a seat, which you can choose where row or column you want to reserve. And the third one is for Tusho for cancellation of booking. And now I'm going to demonstrate the exit the system, which the user, if the user already done with her reservation or cancellation of their seat, he or she can choose 4 for exit the system, which display the thank you for using Cinema Set Booking System. Goodbye. And that's for all for the demonstration of our program system, which is Cinema Set Booking System. Thank you.